Okay. This is the Shadowwood. We just arrived here. And we're getting harassed by enemies already. I want to get out of here. We should get our third weapon in this Shadowwood area. I actually recall where we get it. That's good. That is very good. This isn't it. But I'm interested in getting these guys a place where I can poison them. Those guys, there are too many of them to just shoot them. They might not die there, but we'll weaken them. Have to use so much bar when I think of them. Okay, I recall it being the third weapon being... We need to go down some kind of a river. So it's not there. That's where we need to go to end. No, there's one place there we need to go, and there's the exit from this level. It's not where we get the third weapon, so we're not gonna go there first. I'm gonna shoot these guys. This isn't what the poison flask is good for. River. Where we want to go. Somewhere there should be our third weapon. Come on, die already, you piece of crap. Okay, this is a good weapon to use against those. Still, this is where the warrior got his third level third weapon. So it might be in a different place for all the characters. So there's no point in actually trying to do things this way. Oh, that's a bit of a pain. But it's not a huge deal. Got a dark servant that summons a minotaur to fight for us. I'll still do this now that we start doing this. I don't want to end it just because what we really came for wasn't here. On the one hand, it makes things a bit interesting, so you can't just do things from recollection. So playing this game with a different character certainly helps, but you won't get everything. I don't want to go there now. The reason being, we did get the third level from the third weapon even from this central map. So I'm hoping that's true for the other classes too. But we don't have to start exploring those areas until we already have the third weapon in hand, just in a different place. That's what I'm hoping. Because we really, at least with the warrior, we desperately needed that weapon. We don't... the Cleric doesn't need it that badly, but we could certainly use a more powerful attack. Spell isn't total crap, but it's not exactly anything amazing either. And we're going to be running out of mana quite easily if we have to rely on a single weapon constantly. Even though we can manage with a single weapon, we might not be able to manage with the mana consumption. The hell of a place is this? This is a... yeah, these blasts are very good against these mass amount of beasts to buy your time or block your rear or something like that. Okay, let's go here. This is the few places where it could possibly be the third weapon until we move on to the next maps. That's the exit. No, my mistake. Move. And screwed up again. Maybe I should stop running. I'm clearly not good enough to control my character when I'm running. Be a switch here. There it is. And here was our third weapon. I no clue what it does. This looks like some kind of fire spell. If I recall correctly, though I had my doubts on whose weapon this fire spell was. This is fairly expensive. Doesn't appear to be all that great. At least not against those centaurs. You never know though. This looks like a room that's sort of a chiefs. It might be because the centaurs block immediately when they start taking damage. So if this, the damage this does is based on some kind of a dot mechanism, it would be not surprising that it's not very good against them. I mean, watch. Damage over time mechanism. Because it seems sort of a burst into flame and then still continues to do its thing. We need to go there. That's cool. Let's exit right. Caves of Cersei. Two to three hits to kill one of these. It's much more mana hungry than the warrior equivalent. About the same power level, I'd say. Easier to hit though. So it's a solid weapon. It's not something we can exclusively use. We definitely need to alternate between weapon 2 and weapon 3 to make things work. We can't use the fourth weapon constantly, it's too powerful. The mana consumption is great. Yeah, the rate of fire is getting definitely great at clearing up. Where are you going? Not an amazing weapon, but I'm glad we have it. In many ways, this is still a very solid weapon compared to that third one, and that's what I like. when you have sort of a weapon ability system, whatever, where everything that you've done earlier gets obsoleted very fast, that's a huge failure on the part of game design. It also leads to a problem if you don't have a single player game, and now you have something like an MMO, because you can't just keep doing it. It just gets worse and worse and worse and worse, because a large sections of your content basically gets obsoleted by it. And new players are totally incapable of competing with the older ones. A good example would be, or a situation would be, that even though you have played longer and gained some kind of a power advantage, 2 to 3 newbies should be able to handle you, no matter what your equipment level or level is. If they know what they're doing, are equipped properly to fight against you. If they basically have 0 chance against you no matter what they've tried, then your game designs will be a failure. In a single player game, I guess the main problem is you just obsolete your weapons, so it comes to the point, so what was the point of designing those weapons anyway, since no one's going to bother using them after they get the next one? Good solid option would be to offer some kind of, even if you don't want to have the high damage capability on the later weapons, to either offer upgrades to them so you can sort of maintain their usability, or offer different utility. Another one of these sorts. We need to find a key here. After that we can leave. Let me think about it for a second. We jumped into some kind of a hole on the first time we played this. We ended up right where we wanted to end up. It was very hard to spot on these. Do I have a torch? We have 2. Let's use one. Yeah, we can't access all these areas, so we need to find a small room that has some kind of a hole in it on the floor. It provides us access to a lower level. And I don't think there's any other way to access it. It's not gonna be easy, but it's something like a small hole at the corner of one of these things. Maybe that might not be necessary, but that's just the route we took at the first attempt. So I know at least that way we can reach the same place again. Okay, that's this. Yeah, we isn't where we want to be. We didn't go very far, but we might have taken this path. Go into a room like this. Yeah, very hard to spot. Okay, this isn't strictly what I needed. So that's where I went last. But without the key, we can't leave this place. We haven't achieved anything worth mentioning without the key. I see it. Yeah, we have no keys. The keys might not be easy to spot either, but they should be in a notable location otherwise. In there, but we can't access. We need to go backwards. Okay. It also might be that we regained access to this place, or you can only access this room from a single direction at the first time, and that opens all the rest of these doors. Either way, this is what we came here for, so now we can leave. Cleric uses up mana quite a bit faster than the Warrior does. There's one good thing about the Warrior, their magic consumption is fairly low. You can always use your abilities. Swamp. There's not much we can achieve here. I don't think that's a trap. Here's the exit. This was the Sir's caves. There was caves, wasteland, and a swamp. And in all the places we need to get the key. That's our first priority. So that's done.